R23, close off University at BYU. Close off the on-ramp and the interstate. I want every room checked. Find out if there's anyone else who shows up. What happened? All right, check around for... Here's the bag. Okay, let's get some CPR going, guys. Is that the police? All right. 2. Somebody call and get another unit. 4. We're all right.
5. Gary did it. What do you know? Did you see him do it? No. How do you know I didn't do it? Vern, there was blood all over his hand. Officer, listen. This guy left blood all over my gas station. I caught his license. He's driving a white truck. Bill, it's possible my nephew Gary Gilmore had something to do with this. You better check it out.
I think Gary did it.
Yeah.
Somebody shot that nice man, Mr. Bushnell, next door. They seen Gary running away. He'll come to you. He always does.
Yeah, right. He always did come to me.
Come on, Brenda. What are you nervous for?
What do you mean, what am I nervous for? I haven't seen the man since childhood. Now, would you please hurry up?
I'm not about to get a ticket.
Attention please. Flight 432 arriving Salt Lake City from Los Angeles via Las Vegas.
There he is! There he is!
I tuck in my shirt tail.
Who gives a shit about your shirt tail? Woohoo! Oh, yay, you're tall.
What'd you expect, midget?
No, I'm just glad you're tall.
Hey, cousin, good to see you.
Oh, sorry, this is my husband, Johnny.
Was that everything? This is it. This is all I have. Well, let's get the hell out of here.
Okay. Yeah. Tired?
A little bit. I'm happy. They kept giving us these little tiny bottles of liquor on the airplane.
Well, I guess you're entitled to be a little schnockered.
They did.
This time, if you want me to come back, it's up to you. But remember, I won't allow the things you used to do. You're gonna have to toe the marks and walk the line.
I feel like going jogging.
Oh, man, you got to be nuts tired as you are.
I'm out. I'm really out.
Yeah. You know, Gary, I can't look into your eyes without feeling full of sadness.
Oh, yeah? Well, don't be too sure about that.
Well, hey. You're a real criminal, aren't you?
Oh, cousin, it's just that I like you a lot, that's all.
Harry, I know what you're saying. Believe me. Don't you dare mess up. Understand? Okay.
Brenda, will you always tell me the truth?
Better believe it, buddy.
How come you're taking a chance on a man that spent half his life in a can?
Gary, I've been married 4 times. First time when I was 15. Couldn't live without the guy, right? After 2 months, I couldn't live with him. And I guess I've sort of been in prison ever since, you know? In my way. So, get it straight. The reason I want you out is... well, let's just say I got a real soft spot for you.
Okay, Brenda, I think I understand.
Yeah.
How's Vern?
How long has it been since you've seen him?
25 years.
Well, he's a lot older, Gary. Hey, Daddy. Well, here's your prize nephew. Ready to start work.
Hey, Vern.
Gary. I wish I could walk you around this little town and show it to you, but my knee's gone. Osteoarthritis. Of course, everybody has their sad story. Yours must be an empty wallet.
Oh, Vern, I can't pay that back.
When you can. Just call it in advance.
I'll get some jogging shoes.
Anything you can't drink. I really appreciate this. Now I can get my truck in here and the car.
That's right, boss. I'm an expert at bounding rocks.
Vern, is it okay if I go get a drink of water?
It's your home now, Gary. You don't have to ask permission.
want you to know something, Vern. It really means a lot to me to be here.
Come and go as you want. Within reason.
Gary, your mom was my favorite big sister. Oh, she was so elegant. I used to study how to dress just by looking at her ways.
She can't hardly move around her trailer house now with arthritis.
It'd be nice if I could improve things in her life. Sure be nice to go up to Portland and see her.
Yes, it would.
Gary, let me give you a hand. Yes, Sterling. Oh, yeah.
It's a rush job, Gary. I'll do it myself.
Vern, I feel useless.
Well, you can't learn everything immediately. Yes, Mrs. Mann?
Vern, I really need those shoes. I just wondered when I could have them.
I'll get them for you. Don't you worry.
Hi, Sterling.
Look at that, man. I haven't seen nothing like that in 12 solid years.
Mama! Shake it!
Oh, man.
Take your shoes. What do you think of my nephew?
He's a nice fellow, Vern. Get so you can hear him breathe.
I didn't always have red hair. It used to be an ash blonde before my divorce, and then it was a little brown, but it's just yuck. Settled on red because it suits my temperament. Being a redhead is being me. Well, you haven't been to the bar lately, have you, Gary?
No.
Let's play the jukebox.
You make the selection.
Okay.
Well, I left Kentucky back in '49. Went to Detroit working on assembly line. First year they had me putting wheels on the Cadillac. Every day I'd watch them beauties roll by. And sometimes...
Why'd you tell Vern you'd go out with me?
That's simple. You need a friend. And I need a new friend. Seem to be getting no place with my old friends.
Do you normally do this? Just drive around like this?
It relaxes me.
It don't bother you, me being here?
Not the least.
Will you go to a motel with me?
No. I am here to be your friend. If the other is what you want, you better look someplace else.
Well, I'm sorry. I haven't been around girls very much, you know.
You can't have it all in 5 minutes, Gary. You have to earn it, bit by bit.
Yeah, well, you know, you've had it real easy, you know.
Listen, I work hard. I've worked super hard to have my home and my car and my colored TV.
I don't want to hear any more of that.
Well, you're going to. You want to hit me. Don't you?
Can I hug you?
Rush so, Gary. You got time.
You're not going to see me again, are you? I'm sorry I messed it up. Vern will probably be disappointed in me.
You were too forceful, Gary. You don't have to try everything on your first date.
Las Vegas tomorrow?
I open tomorrow night, Friday. Friday will be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. We do 2 shows Friday, 2 Saturday, and I do 1 show on Sunday. Come back here.
There you go, sweetheart. Wait a minute, you can't open like that. You gotta have jacks or better to open in this damn game.
Gary, it ain't jacks or better. We're playing stud poker.
No, the true rules of stud poker is passed from jailhouse to jailhouse. Get your hand out of there.
Gary, why don't you and me go chase down some girls?
Best offer I had since Christmas.
Yeah, Sterling tells me you're the most hard-up guy you ever met.
Yeah, half of my life I've been looking at pictures of naked women in Playboy magazine. You bet I'm hard up. You know how good looking you are. You're sensational. I mean, you do much. Are you married? Now, don't break my heart and say you're married. You vaccinated? Good motel, huh? Sure. Okay, all right, we'll follow you then. So chase him down, man. Chase him down. Come on. No, come on. Let's see if you can prove as good as you say you are.
Hey, you gotta come up on him slow, Gary, not chase him out of the water.
All right, let's see if you can deliver, man.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm not dangerous. You can tell by looking at my face. Face like mine, I'm barely good for raising rabbits. Why don't you pull over?
Around on 5th.
Right, hold on. Go on, man. Go get him. Go on.
Hi, what do you call yourself?
Well, my name's Gary Gilmore. I'm going to come right out and I'm going to ask you for it. It's been a long time and I'd like to have some right now.
No, I don't believe you're only 16. You look like you're going on 27. Really?
You know, you ought to do something about that guy you got along. We're leaving.
Is your car fast?
Yeah.
Can I drive it?
Take it easy. Keep cool, man. Careful. Who's this Luann chick, anyway?
That's the name of a boss redhead I happen to know. Luann! Luann!
She's gone to bed.
Well, tell her Gary's here. She'll get up.
She says it's too late. Go away.
All right, that does it. We'll tip her car, man.
I got a call from Luann this morning.
She's too frigid for me, Vern.
A windshield got smashed last night.
Oh, that's terrible.
Gary, if I believed you had anything to do with it, I'd ask you to leave this house right now.
Well, Vern, last night I did get drunk. But I never touched her car.
I'm glad to hear that.
I guess you think I gobble like a pig kind of quick.
I notice you eat fast.
You see, in prison, you get 15 minutes to get your food, sit down, eat it, and get out of there. Otherwise, you don't eat.
But you managed.
Yeah.
Well, now, why don't you take a little more time?
You're a pretty strong fella, aren't you, Vern? You want to arm wrestle?
Go ahead, Vern. Arm wrestling.
Yeah, come on, Vern. Don't you think you can take me?
Whatever you want to say, Uncle, quit. If you don't, I'm going to drive your hand right out of these toothpicks. Quit!
But you really have stuck me with those things. You okay, Vern?
Up to a point.
Gary, do you know that Vern created that job so the parole board would pass you?
You figured you could use a couple of weeks to unwind with someone you wouldn't have to regard as a boss.
So, maybe the moment has come to be thinking about getting a real job, Gary.
I don't think I'm ready for that.
Gary, Mother and Dad haven't had anybody living in their house since my first marriage. It's been 20 years. Now, they love you, but I want to be frank with you. You're getting on their nerves.
There was one guy offered me $1.50 an hour. I told him I didn't need minimum wages, you know. He said, let's face it, you're an ex-con.
Oh, now, Gary, that is not fair. You do the work, you should be paid the money. Now, your experience isn't very applicable for us, but you do impress me as being intelligent. I believe I can find a place for you with us at $3.50 an hour.
That's real decent wages, Spencer.
Hours are 8 to 5.
Slipping and a sliding, playing dominoes. Lifting and a riding ain't a crime you
running that drill in reverse.
Didn't know it had a reverse.
Hey, Spence, I'm sorry I'm late.
First time, Gary. It's no big deal.
I couldn't hitch a ride. I had to walk it.
You walked the 7 miles and drove them?
Yeah.
You been doing that every day?
Yeah, I've been trying real hard, Spence. I ain't learned how to fly yet.
Hey, you all right, Gary? You know that? You got the makings of right good stuff in you. Tell you what, you stick around after work tonight. I'm gonna make sure you get a ride home.
Now, this car's tagged at $7.95, but I need space, Spence, so I'll move it for you for $5.50.
That sounds reasonable, pal. Well, look here, Gary's only taking home $95 a week after taxes.
Uh-huh.
If I put in the first 50, you carry him for the rest, $25 a week, okay?
That sounds functional.
Too many roads I've been up and down, too many nights, days and one more round, too many times. Done kicked my body down, and I don't know if I can get it up to get it on again. Too many ends, outs and round and round, too many times. I done kicked my body down, I don't know if I can get it up to get it on.
Come on, sweetheart.
Hi there. Hi. Oh, hi. How you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
You look nice tonight.
Now that my old lady's left me, I'm a hell of an attraction to you girls. Well, thank you.
Hey. I know you.
How do you know me?
I know you. From some other life or some damn thing.
Stop kicking your feet. I told you not to do that.
Mama, he's really nice.
This little girl could wind up in reform school.
Maybe I'm the kind of mother that does that to her children.
Oh, hey, I was only wanting to talk to you. I just want to count all the freckles on you. Of course, you can't count the freckles on an L.
Let's go get some beer.
I can't. I have to take my kids home.
Your girlfriend ain't ready to leave here yet.
Go with him. I'll tend the kids.
This banana's for your kids, by the way.
Thank you.
Can I kiss you?
Yeah.
All right, Sue. I've had it.
Mommy, Mommy.
Nicole!
Mommy.
I want to go home now. Nicole!
Okay. Hi, Sunny Bunny. Come here, Sunny Bunny.
Okay, Sunny Bunny. Hi, Mommy.
Hi.
Sue's been fighting with Sterling.
Hi. Did you have a good time when you were with Sue?
What's your phone number?
Sue, you all right?
You know, I'd really like to have your phone number.
I can't give it to you.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. You're going to drive away from here, and I'll never see you again.
I don't have a phone. We're going to take Sue. We're here, Jeremy.
This is us.
Bye, Sue. Say goodnight, Sue. Here we go.
Nicole? You want me to keep your kids tonight?
Mama, can I stay with Sue?
You want to sleep here? That would be fun. Son, you be good and do what Sue tells you. Bye-bye, Sunny Bunny. I love you. Bye-bye, Jeremy. You be a good boy, okay? Bye. Love you. State sent me to school for a week, so I'll learn how to use a power sewing machine. But as soon as I got the hang of it, they put me on another one. And your machine screws up when you least expect it.
I never let them put me in no shop.
You put in time?
Half my life.
You another loser?
Oh, I figure I'm paying off my karma.
I heard that word. Is it like reincarnation?
Yeah, right. See, after you die, your soul comes right back to Earth. And it's reborn in a new body. And you're supposed to pay for what you did wrong in your last life. That's the only thing that makes any sense. You have to face yourself. That's the whole point of living. If you don't, your burden's going to grow.
I have thoughts like this all the time. But I never knew you could have a conversation about them.
Hey, I think I'm going to crash for a while. Good night. Good night. I don't want to just jump in bed with you. I want to make love to you.
You know, I'd sleep with a fellow instead of hurting his feelings. I've been married 3 times. Only I haven't been with a guy in a long time because I don't want to.
But you're so beautiful. Fresh and young and sweet.
Gary, I've dated more guys than you want to count.
I don't care. You're my guardian angel.
Your guardian angel.
Listen. My mother was once stranded with my brother and me in the desert. My old man took off and left us in Humboldt St. Nevada. I was only 4. And we didn't have any money. We hadn't eaten for days. We were hitchhiking home to Provo. And there were no cars. And then a man comes walking down the road out of nowhere, and he said, "Here, my wife fixed a lunch, but it's more than I can eat." And Mom said, "Well, we'd be really grateful." Then we were so hungry, we just started eating. And when I finally looked up to thank that man, he was gone. Right out in the desert. On a long, flat stretch. I didn't know it, but that man was my guardian angel. And I lost him a long time ago. When you came in here tonight, I said to myself, boy, you got your guardian angel back.
I'm just drunk on beer.
Let's keep trying.
You guys, I'm cold. I need a blanket.
Get lost!
You lose his house.
A little chilly out here. Excuse me.
Is this your address?
I wouldn't lie to you.
Truly? I'm coming over after work. Hey, just a little bit too much beer.
No more cookies. I told you to stop worrying about it. You'll get better.
You remember the first time you did it?
Vaguely.
What do you mean, vaguely?
It wasn't that big a deal. I was 11. You're a tolerant guy.
You're perfect.
I heard that one before.
No, you're an angel. Really, I believe that's so. You love me.
I don't know if I've ever been in love. the guy. It's like I have crushes.
You got a crush on me?
With you, I feel like I'm in the right place for the first time.
Hello?
So, where do you live?
Yeah. Down the road.
Springville, Spanish Fork, what?
Ha! Spanish Fork. Oh, she got it.
Yeah.
Like a pickle?
Don't you love her, Brenda?
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't you?
Oh, yeah, sure do.
Like it?
No, I don't.
I think it looks kind of nice.
Yeah, it's done with a real nice, steady touch, but looks a lot like you stepped in something.
Where's your bathroom?
It's back there. Turn to your left.
I really love that girl, Brenda. You think she might be too old for me?
Oh, no, Gary, not at all. I think you're both on the exact same level of intellectual maturity.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm 19, like her, you know.
Gary, why don't you grow up? You're 35.
You're blunt.
Yeah, well, damn it, Gary. You come in here with this welfare witch who's living on the government forever. You want my good opinion, Gary? A real space cadet.
You're right.
We're going.
Brenda, you're really ignorant.
We're leaving, and you're a disgrace.
Oh, Gary.
Get in the car, Jeremy.
Gary, just a second. Gary. When'd you paint your Mustang?
It's her car, man.
What, same year?
No, we bought our cars on the same day. Can you see the beauty in that? It's a sign.
I love her.
All right, Gary. Gary. God bless you. You got yourself a good-looking girl.
I love you.
Hot dogs?
Baby, I never believed that women could be as sweet-smelling as you are.
don't even know where we are. They tell us we're circling a star. Well, I'll take their word, for I don't know. I'm dizzy, so maybe that's I'm riding the big blue dawn. Hi, buddy. I never had dreamed but even someday, if I do, I'll jump off and smile back at you. I'll jump off.
God created it all.
Smile back at you.
You're an angel to babysit for Nicole and me. I want to go phone her right now.
Vern, looks like Gary just tried to proposition your granddaughter. I want you to stay away from that child.
What? What are you talking about, Vern? I'm just asking her to babysit.
Pete says he saw something. Now, I don't know what he saw, Gary, but I don't want to think there's anything out of the way.
Gallivan, get over here! I'm here. What did you see me do, man?
I didn't see you do nothing, Gary. But the appearances left no doubt in my mind. Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut. But it seems that your interest in Vern's granddaughter don't look right to me.
Okay, Batman, you draw the line right there.
You want to fight? Get out back.
You had enough?
Let him off. That was rotten, Gary. Hitting a man from behind.
We'll get out of here right now, Gary. I'm calling the police. All right, man, let's go again now. Come on. I'm going to call him anyway.
You do what you have to do.
You're absolutely right, Nicole. I'm the man who got in touch with Gary's parole officer. But let me tell you, he hurt me. My neck is in pain right now.
Pete, the guy's been locked up a long time. It takes a while to get used to being really out.
Yeah, but he hit me from behind. Gary's dangerous. He needs help.
I'm the only one that can help him. That's because I love Gary. Love is the only way to really help a person.
Yeah, that's right. Love can bring the spiritual power of God to a situation. But this is a bad situation. Your man is far gone. He wants to kill me.
Pete Gallivan, if you press charges, they'll arrest Gary, and then they'll let him out on bail. He'll get you then, even if they lock him up right away. He's more important to me than my life. He's a hell of a lot more important to me than your life. If he don't get you, I will.
All right. I'll drop the charges against Gary. Maybe your man needs another chance. But now I want you to kneel with me. I want you to pray. It's for you and Gary. You're both going to need it. Our Father in heaven, please have mercy on Nicole, this young girl, and upon Gary, the possible father of her children. God bless them, and please give Gary some control in his life, which is essential to his well-being. We ask these things in the name of Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
He sent me here to the nut house when I was 11.
What for? They catch you with your first boyfriend?
My first boyfriend happened to be my uncle. Uncle Lee.
Your uncle?
Well, he wasn't really my uncle. He was just a friend of the family.
I'll kill him for you.
Too late. He got burnt in Vietnam.
Nicole, come back here!
Can you hear those psychos in the nut house?
Yeah?
You think they call up spirits?
I believe they can. I think crazy people are very close to the spirits. Yeah. Yeah, they call them forth.
Are you the devil?
I had a friend one time in reform school named Paul. I held him down while he got raped. Well, see, I ran into him later on in prison. He was making this ring out of silver. I said, "Give me that ring, punk." He said, "Are you the devil?" I didn't answer him. I just took his ring.
When I got married for the second time, my mother was so mad she dressed me in a black wedding dress. It was short, and it slid up the sides. Nobody in the house took a picture of the bride.
Endorse it.
Do what?
Write your name on the back of it. Gary, I don't want to go around knocking on doors. You bring the $50 in on a six-pack.
I don't like that Mustang. It just left at the intersection.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's get it straight, partner. With your credit, I'm doing you the favor.
What I want's a truck. You got a white truck right out here in your lot. I'm very highly interested in that truck.
Well, you pay for the Mustang first. That truck is mucho Mazuma. Was for $1,700. It's too much truck for you, partner.
My Uncle Vern will co-sign with me.
Your Uncle Vern ain't shaped for that kind of credit.
Give me a credit app, pal.
Oh, boy, now is he hot. I don't give a damn. You come around me in a gut.
I think that's about 2 pounds worth.
I'll just put it on a scale and see.
Honey, I think the kids ate all the peanut butter.
Better get some.
You know, Bishop Christiansen's son is going to go to Brazil on his mission.
Hey, mister.
Here you go, Vern.
Well, it's very nice of you to offer me a case, Gary. How can you afford it?
I don't need money for beer.
You realize you're violating your parole.
You gonna turn me in?
I might. If it persists, I might.
Can't sell those skis. You won't get 25 bucks. If they catch you, it's a felony.
Gert, stop. It's a bummer.
Sorry, I'm not used to sex with women.
Using downers again.
I got that headache again.
They don't start what you can't finish.
Sometimes when we're making love, there's an old nightmare that comes back to me where I feel like I'm in this closed-up space. And there's that old, terrible smell of oldness comes back, and I feel like I am dead.
Come inside. I'll mellow you out.
We thought I was going to improve.
All right, now, just keep it straight. Keep it straight. Keep your aim straight. I got me a habit that I surely got to do. Ain't got a habit, but I put a little bit. Every time I try to see you, Lord, you nearly never home. And I wouldn't call it all, but you give a good phone. I'm good boogie, but you won't get down. Tell me that you love me, but you won't come around.
Not bad, huh?
I'm good boogie, but you won't get down.
One hot lady.
I know that.
I know that.
no.
Every time I really think I really got to change.
Sterling, it is your birthday and you are owed one birthday kiss.
Hell, I'll take you up on that.
Okay, Gary?
You having fun?
Hey, man, we want them sunglasses back. That's a birthday present from me to Sterling. I do not want them ripped off.
Keep a cool mouth, Gary.
Bag it.
You're messing up the party.
Yeah.
No, damn it.
Jimmy, stop, Jim.
We're going.
It's over, Gary.
I don't like to get whipped.
I hate to see it.
Oh, baby, I got whipped in front of everybody, and yet you're still being real nice to me.
Yeah, well, I love you all the way.
Damn it.
How you doing, Gary?
I want that white truck.
Well, we're not anywhere near it, Gary, till you come in with the money.
Well, I'll bring in the money.
All right. What's the matter?
This car, man. The damn car.
Well, now, hold it. Let's get some jumper cables. We'll get it started for you, partner.
Go down on me, partner. I need it.
Call me partner.
Oh, no, sweetheart. I love it. Babe, I do. I love it. Come on.
Hell, you and 7 other motherfuckers.
Oh, baby, I hit you. But, sweetheart, I never hit you. I'll never hit you again, sweetie. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
I'd like to die.
You want to die?
No, guess I don't.
That's right. You don't.
Hey, Dad.
I've been telling you all day I don't want to go.
I need you and the kids. I don't want no state trooper pulling me over because I don't look right, okay?
Well, I ain't driving in the car with those guns.
Nicole, I found a guy to buy them.
Lousy stolen guns. Shut up, Jeremy.
Oh,
I know.
the guy ain't there.
That's the second place he ain't there, because he was there right out wasting. Pull over! You're gonna kill us all! Pull over! Damn it! Stop it!
Shut up! Shut up, you idiots!
You be quiet. Promise be quiet. I'll let you go. Quiet! You damn pig! Go on, take your lousy kid. Come on. Come on. Wait a minute! You're gonna get back in that car, you're gonna get running. Come here, pig. Keep it going.
Oh, is that you? Nicole! Pepper! Oh, Lordy Pepper.
Get over here, you idiot! This is a family affair.
I've known Nicole since she's 6 years old, and you ain't family.
Come here, pig. Come on back here, pig. You get back here, pig! Come here, pig! I love you.
Gary, she's out of my life. Can I stay here tonight?
Come on in. My old lady's back, so cool it.
I'm gonna hide for a few days, Mama. I ain't gonna tell you where.
I would never tell him nothing.
He's awful persistent.
And then what did I do? I stabbed that black gentleman 57 times with a homemade sticker. For variety.
Wow, that's something else. You must be worried about getting back to work.
No. As a rule, bosses are afraid of me. I held up the manager of a supermarket one time with a hot curling iron.
You ain't ever afraid of nothing, Gary.
I'm just an iron boat. I just bang along from rock to rock.
What have you got yourself there, Gary?
Guns.
Guns?
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to leave them here for a little while.
My God, Gary.
Just for a little while. What do you think of that 44 Magnum?
It's nice. They're all nice, you know.
I gave Nicole this real sweet little over and under Derringer to protect herself. I want you to have this special. You're a woman living alone.
Gary, I still got my ex-husband's Magnum.
That's too much for you. You need a special. Catherine, I want you to give this picture of me to Nicole.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna look for Nicole.
Sue, these cigarettes are for Nicole.
I'll give them to her if I see her.
You see her, you tell me about it. Sue, where's she? Sue, where is she? I've been looking everywhere for her. I looked in the laundromat 5 times. Where is she?
Gary, I don't ever know where my own husband is.
Gary! Phone call for you.
Yeah.
I moved my furniture out of the house.
Oh, baby, no. Listen, baby, I need to talk to you. Real bad.
No. One of us would kill the other.
Oh, baby.
Gary. Let go of me.
Baby! Baby!
I have to get away, man. I ain't living with you anymore.
Go ahead, shoot. Shoot.
Get away from my car. Too bad, partner.
You're leaving the accessories to the vacuum cleaner. They're going to get ripped off. Shoot.
All right. Damn it, Gary. I've accepted the Mustang as a down payment, plus another $400 you're going to promise to bring in tomorrow morning, plus another $400 in 10 days.
Oh, Val, you can count on me.
Will you just get the money, Gary?
Knock me down, step on my face, slander my name all over the place. Do anything that you want to do. Honey, lay off of my shoes, don't you? Step on my blues, baby. You see Nicole?
No, Gary, I still ain't seen her.
As far as I'm concerned, she can go to hell. Straight to hell.
Gary, I can't believe you'd use words like that for Nicole.
I want that special back.
You can have it tomorrow when you're sober.
If I'm going to use a gun, this little baby right here will take care of it all.
All right, man, I'll get it. Stay on the porch, April.
Gary! Gary! My mama, she won't take me to the Kmart to get new guitar strings.
Get in the truck.
April? You can't go.
I'll bring her back. Maybe Nicole will be here when we return.
Gary!
There's a reason for the sunshine skies. There's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season.
Gary, my guitar needs new strings to attract more harmonious spirits.
You're in tune with the heaviest strings, aren't you?
I want to stay out all night.
Yeah. I'm in orbit, too.
With the smallest of dreams and let your love show. And you know what? Want everything and let your love shine.
I'm going to make a phone call.
You know what I mean? That's the reason. There's a reason for the warm, sweet nights. There's a reason for the tender of life. The light shines all around us. And that wonder.
Hi, can I help you?
Yeah. Go inside. Give me all your money. Now go to the bathroom. Lay down on the floor. Put your arms underneath your body. This one's for me. This one's for Nicole.
Let's drive a little. No more driving. I need a fancy place to sleep.
I can't get in bed with you. I'm just feeling too paranoid.
That's okay. We'll get 2 beds.
Leave me alone. You and Nicole were made for each other.
Just unwind, baby. I'll give you a massage, you give me one, okay? Hey, can you dance a jailhouse shuffle? Watch this right here.
Gary, you're just feeling me so you can feel your own body.
Oh, yeah?
Mm. Mm.
Turn out the lights. I need my rest.
Judas Priest. Do you believe this guy? Oh, what kind of an idiot would do that? Shooting a guy for nothing. I can understand if he has to fight for the money. But to take anybody who'd take the cash, then take the kid in the back room, lay him on the floor, and shoot him in the back of the head twice. He's got to be a psychomaniac.
Maybe that fella deserved to die, Val.
Oh, come on, Gary, to shoot a kid for nothing. You got to be crazy, man.
Val, would you like a beer?
No, I don't want a beer. I want you to remember that if you don't bring the $400 in by tomorrow, you lose the truck and the Mustang.
Hey, Gary. You've been away for hours.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Spence.
4th time in the last 2 weeks you lost half a day.
Well, yeah, I know, but my girl's had a really bad case of acute indigestion. I've been cleaning up puke all afternoon.
Go to work.
Hey, Spence, you know, I'm really sorry, but, you know, I know it's a real bad time, and I just hope you'll bear with me.
Just go to work.
Oh, Spence, I got a friend that's got some guns to sell on commission. You think I could interest you in a .357 Magnum with a 6-inch barrel?
Good God, Gary, I don't need a howitzer. Now, please go to work.
Yes, sir.
Honey, I'm telling you, if a woman don't want to see you, it's no use looking for her.
I don't think I can take this. You and Johnny always been real happy. You don't know what this is.
Johnny and me have come very close to getting a divorce, Gary. It can be real frightening.
You think Nicole went out with some other man?
I don't know.
I think I'm gonna
I'm gonna kill her.
Great. You that selfish of a lover?
I'm in misery. I got this ulcer starting now.
Put it in the bay. We'll check the thermostat.
I'll do a little visiting.
Can I help you?
All fixed.
You get it all done?
Yep, all done.
Just put it on my tab.
Okay. Hey, take care.
You're a little wasted. Get some seat.
Yeah, I think I'll crash. Open up the line in the hospital.
R23, close off University at BYU. Close off the on-ramp at the interstate. I want every room checked. Find out if there's anyone else who shows. Well, that happened. All right, check around.
Bag. Okay, let's get some CPR going, guys. That's the police car. All right. 2. Somebody call me another unit.
4.
We're all right.
Gary did it. What do you know? Did you see him do it? No. How do you know I didn't do it? Vern, there was blood all over his hand. Officer, listen. This guy left blood all over my gas station. I caught his license. He's driving a white truck. Bill, it's possible my nephew Gary Gilmore had something to do with this. You better check it out.
Gary, do you think Gary did it?
Yeah. Dumb bastard.
Somebody shot that nice man, Mr. Bushnell, next door. They seen Gary running away. He'll come to you. He always does.
Yeah, right. Can I talk to the chief, please? Yeah, Chief. Hi, this is Brenda Nickel calling. Could you catch my neighbor, Toby Bath, before he goes off duty, please? Yeah, just ask him to stop by Johnny Nichols' house, all right? Thanks a lot.
Sterling, I want you to take me to the airport.
Gary, I ought to bring you to the hospital.
Hospitals don't understand ex-convicts with gunshot wounds.
I guess not.
Go call Brenda for me.
How you doing, Gary?
Brenda, I had this dumb accident. I'll explain it to you later. I got shot in the hand. It's hurting real bad, and, can you come to me?
Yeah, of course I'll come. I'll bring some codeine and some bandages now. You just gotta tell me where you are, Gary. Okay. Right. Either I'll be coming or Johnny will. Okay, honey. Toby, Sterling's got a wife and a kid. You can't pick up Gary there. You'll have to shoot out.
All right, let's go down to police headquarters and maybe they can figure something out. Brenda, in the meantime, will you stall Gary? Say anything.
How long has Johnny been gone?
He must be having some trouble with all those weird roads in Pleasant Grove, Gare. He's always getting lost there. Don't worry, he'll find you.
If Johnny's not here in 5 minutes, I'm leaving.
Gare, you in the run or something?
5 minutes.
Be careful, Gary.
Yeah.
Suspect proceeding west on 900 east. Just past 1150 south. All cars copy.
white truck. Stop your vehicle. Stop your vehicle immediately. Stop your truck immediately. Put your hands up. Put your hands up so we can see them. Hands up in the air. Up high. Right now. Put them up. Put your hands up all the way up. Now, put both hands out the left-hand side of the truck. Both hands outside right now. Unlatch the door. Open the door and get out. Turn around. Put your hands up. Put your hands up so we can see them. High as you can get them. Now step away from the truck. Step away from the truck. Lay down in the street. Lay down immediately in the street. Face down in the street now. All the way down. All the way down on your stomach. Face down in that street. All the way down. Now stay where you're at. Don't move. Stay where you're at.
Mr. Gilmore, you're under arrest for criminal homicide. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning, if you wish. You can decide at any time.
Yeah, hello?
Brenda, why did Johnny show up?
Gary, you commit a murder on Monday. You commit a murder on Tuesday. I wasn't about to wait till Wednesday rolled around. I called them.
Well, don't lose no sleep over it. You just go soak your head, okay?
What about your mother, Gary? What do you want me to tell her?
You tell her what you're gonna tell her. You will anyway, you snitch.
Go drown.
Gilmore, I'm Lieutenant Nielsen.
You know I can account for last night real well and for tonight.
Not too well, Gary.
I walked into that motel office to rent a room, and this guy had a gun on the other guy, and I went for it, and it got me in the head.
That's your story?
That's the truth.
I don't believe you, Gary.
I ain't robbed anybody, and I ain't killed nobody.
I hope not. But at this point, I have a hard time believing otherwise.
I'm in pain. They only give me one pain pill, man. That doctor said I was supposed to have two.
Well, I'll tell them I heard the doctor say two.
And also, I want to see my girlfriend, Nicole Baker.
Give me a while to think about that.
Think hard. Maybe you'll discover the wheel. Laugh like a latter-day saint.
Well, I am Mormon, but what do you mean?
I bet your wife's a better Mormon than you are.
Oh, yes. I met her at BYU. She went there to major in home economics. They ought to call it How to Find a Husband.
My mom's a Mormon, you know. It's gonna kill her when she finds out.
Gary, why'd you shoot those guys? Why? Why did you do it?
How are you and me going to talk about reasons?
I would just like to understand why you did it. I can't understand taking a life for the amount of money you got.
What was in the cash box?
$125. $125.
I'd really like to be able to talk to Nicole. Been looking for her. Really like to talk to her.
Nicole, you know I'm the one that called you.
I don't want to see him. He'll just mess me up.
Well, it's your decision.
Nicole, you want a beer?
I'll tell him.
Hold up. Maybe I will.
I think you better requisition
You can sit right there.
Hello, baby.
Oh, Gary.
No physical contact.
Did you do it?
Nicole, don't ask me that.
Maybe I wrote you a letter. They'll give it to you on the way out.
I don't know what I feel. I gotta get out of here.
Nothing in my experience prepared me for the kind of open, honest love you gave me. I'm so used to hostility, deceit, and pettiness, evil and hatred. These things are my natural habitat. They have shaped me. I look at the world through eyes that suspect, doubt, fear, hate, cheat, all selfish and vain. I truly belong in a place this dank and dirty. I want my debts paid, whatever it may take. I hope this ain't corny, yet what do? rot in prison and eat my heart out for the wondrous love you gave me that I threw away because I was so spoiled.
Gary Gilmore, can you hear me? Gary! Gary Gilmore, I love you!
You gotta leave.
Why?
You can be arrested for doing a thing like this.
I didn't know this keep you from expressing yourself. They say I gotta go! I'll write to you! Write to me again!
You read all his stuff?
Gary writes a lot. Maybe I don't read every word.
You scribe through.
No. I read them. Every night.
Yeah, sir.
Every night.
You're crazy.
I got your letter today where you wrote that you'd made it with the guy twice. Twice. I can't stand the thought of some man holding your body. You gotta be all mine. Baby, I'm locked up. I can't get it. Why can't you go without two? Nicole, I have to keep thinking of the men who've known you, used you, and hurt you. I try to understand as well as I can. And I tell myself that you get by on very little money, and you raise your kids to the very best of your ability. You are true and sincere, and I realize that I love you utterly.
I can't see you anymore. You gotta go.
You're a flake. That old man of yours is gonna get nothing but lead poisoning. Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Bang, bang! Bang, bang!
Sure would laugh if the string broke.
You sure can cut him, man.
I've always been good at it.
What do you want?
I want to make a phone call. I'm going to get bond.
Listen careful, mister. You're talking to the sheriff of this county. I'm telling you, there ain't no judge going to give you bond. That little boy you ran over with your car has died.
What little boy?
Those are your charges, mister. Drunk driving, intoxication, auto homicide, and hit and run. Pipe down, you drunk. Save your crime for the judge.
He's scared to death.
They keep taking me to be interviewed by these psychiatrists. I know I could make them think I'm crazy, but I'm not going to do that.
No, that offends a true man's sense of himself.
I told those guys when I did the killings, it was like I was watching everything through a veil of water.
Is that the way it came down?
No, man. I walked in on that fat son of a buck, Benny Bushnell, and I said, your money and your life.
That's enough to choke you up.
State of Utah is trying to scare me with a death penalty. I think I'm going to check their whole card.
For the last 12 years, the defendant has been in prison. If you can't rehabilitate somebody in that time, can you ever expect to? He also has a history of violence in prison. If you tell us to send him away, the other prisoners cannot be guaranteed safety from his behavior. What is the point or the reason to let him live? Alive, he's a risk to society. For what he did to Benny Bushnell and the position he put Bushnell's wife in, he should be executed. I recommend that.
Is there anything the defendant would like to say to the jury?
Well, I'm glad to see that the jury is finally looking at me. No, I have nothing to say.
Since the verdict of the jury is death, do you have an election as to the mode of death?
I prefer to be shot.
Very well. That will be the order.
Find this like the county jail. Big boy, there ain't nothing you can tell me about state prisons. I've been there before.
I'm here to see Gary Gilmore.
I'm glad you came.
Well, you invited me, didn't you?
Yeah, but you weren't going to come, were you?
No, but I came. I couldn't resist looking a stupid man right in the face.
Maybe I was stupid.
Yeah, you don't believe it.
I might. I mean, after all, you gave me a chance and I blew it. I want to tell you I appreciate that chance.
Now, we don't want to talk as if we're friends, because we may not be. I don't like what you did at all. It was mean and dirty.
I'm a bad man, I guess.
You're bragging.
What would you say if I told you I deserved to die?
I'd say you were a damn fool.
Don't pay any attention to what I say.
pay attention to what I do.
Sick call. Sick call. Now be down. Sick call.
Can I fire you?
Suppose you could. I might have to go ahead with the appeal anyway. I think our chance of getting the death sentence reduced to life are pretty neat right now.
Snyder, this noise is too much for me. I don't want to live in it for the next 30 years. I want silence. Listen. I believe I've been here before. I believe I was executed in 18th century England for a terrible crime, and I did not atone sufficiently.
Gary, I wish you should have told me this before the trial. This would have made a difference with the psychiatrist, Gary.
My life will not end with this life. I will still exist after I'm dead.
Gary, all right, I understand your point of view.
You're fired.
Still filing the appeal. I'm still filing the appeal.
Your Honor, the Supreme Court of the State of Utah, Mr. Gilmore has asked me to act as his new attorney. My name is Dennis Boaz.
Mr. Boaz, you may proceed.
Mr. Gilmore asks that the motion for appeal filed by his former attorney be set aside and that he be allowed to be executed. Gary Gilmore, are you in fact at this moment ready to accept execution?
Not at this moment. But I am ready to accept it next Monday morning at 8 a.m. That's when it was set. And that's when I'm ready to accept it. Mr. Snyder.
The type of decision facing Mr. Gilmore has placed tremendous emotional stress upon him. I think it would be a shame if this court allowed Mr. Gilmore to be executed November 15 without reviewing the trial.
Why can't you accept in good grace his firing him? When Gary here is willing to accept in good grace the sentence of the court.
Mr. Boaz, how does Gary Gilmore feel about the decision of the Utah Supreme Court to lift the stay?
It brings him peace.
Well, Mr. Boaz, why do you think Gary Gilmore committed the crime in the first place?
Let me answer that as if I were a right-winger, which I'm not. The prison system is a completely regimented, controlled way of life. Just check it out. For more than a dozen years, Gary was told when to go to bed, when to get up, when to eat. That's totally contradictory with our capitalist lifestyle. Then one day, they put Gary out on the streets and they say, "Here, today is magic. Now you're a capitalist. Go out and do it on your own. Find a job, get up in the morning, get to work on time, manage your money, do everything we taught you not to do while in prison. Guaranteed to fail."
I reckon your karma's got a lot to pay for if you commit suicide.
I'm not asking you to.
But you want me to.
I want us to be together. I love you more than God.
I do, what about my kids?
Your children come through you, baby. They're not of you. Everybody's an individual soul.
You're not really thinking about my kids.
Baby, if you have to, I know you'll stay alive. And take care of them. Only once I'm gone, I don't know what I'm going to do if you're with another man.
I wish we were dead together.
Did Gary seem like himself when you saw him today?
He told me he'd just as soon be shot right now.
Yeah? What did you say back?
I said maybe he should.
You really got a sense of humor, girl. Listen, get one thing straight. Gary deserves the death penalty.
You don't understand him.
You try understanding them poor women that has to raise their kids without a father while you're running up every cockeyed day to see the killer.
I don't want to hear a goddamn thing you got to say.
All the times are gone here, but now they're gone. The seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, and the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand, don't fear the reaper. We'll be able to fly, don't fear the reaper. Baby, I'm your man. La, 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 la. La, la, la.
Raise your arms. Lift your foot. Lift your other foot.
Yard door is open for recreation. The east yard door is open for
Open section
recreation.
12, Harry.
Thank you.
How many is it?
25 reds and 10 downers.
Hope that's enough.
Remember when I asked you if you was the devil?
Yeah.
Are you?
The devil doesn't feel any love. I may be further away from God than I am from the devil. I know evil very intimately.
I trust you. I'm gonna do it. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, Sonny Bunny.
Go to sleep, Yummy.
Mom, please do not resent my leaving this life. If I could spare you all any pain, I surely would. I love you all. Please love my kids always as they are part of the family. Never hide truth from them. Try not to grieve for me or resent Gary. I love him.
The delegate accused the United States of Israeli discrimination.
You see the swivel, so you can
by
watch it
backing
either
UN
from the
Security
kitchen
Council
or the
statement
living room or
critical of
wherever you
Israeli
happen to be.
policy in occupied Arab territories. Police officials have reported that Gary Gilmore and his girlfriend Nicole Baker have just attempted suicide. Miss Baker is detained at
Get back.
Yeah, okay.
I can't put Nicole in a mental hospital.
If you don't sign, we have to get a court order saying she's incompetent and suicidal. It's a lot of awful publicity. Mrs. Baker, it's just not safe to let her out. Gary Gilmore will talk her into suicide again.
Dr. Brooks wanted in OR. Dr. Brooks wanted in OR.
I don't want him ever to get near my daughter.
There won't be any more contact visits. I'm sorry. Sit here, please. You can use this telephone to talk to him. It's temporary while he's over here at the prison hospital. Gary, will you pick up the telephone, please?
Well, we didn't end very good, did we? I don't think I'm very mad anymore.
Glad to hear that. I need you.
Whatever for, Gary?
I want you to act as my representative. Take care of things.
I'm a shoemaker, Gary. I don't think I can handle something as big as this.
Burr, with your business ability and my practical sense, who can stop us? Well, let's shake on it. You know how to do that through class?
Hey, Gary. You big jerk. Looks like you're gonna pull through, huh?
You ain't changed none.
You still mad at me? Well, I don't give a damn. Glad you're alive. Only I'm wondering, Gary, how come you didn't take enough pills to do the job?
What are you talking about?
Well, Gary, come on. You know a whole lot about drugs. You know how much to take. I bet you just wanted to stay around long enough to see whether Nicole was dead or maybe just damaged in her brain some.
I don't think like that.
Oh, come on, Gary. If she has brain damage, then nobody else is going to want her, right?
You're a wretched woman.
And you're a scum-sucking pig.
And you have a vile and dirty mouth.
Miss Baker is not going to hear Gilmore's name any more than necessary. Make it clear, no aide or patient here is to mention it.
That may be impossible. She has to be allowed to see her relatives.
Well, warn them. She's under our supervision now. As far as I'm concerned, Gilmore is out of her life.
Eye the open, eye for an eye. Replaced by the New Testament concept of love and forgiveness. As the contrary, Gilmore doesn't want to be rehabilitated. He only wants to kept alive by pain in the hospital who wants the blood full. And because of the many questions about Gary Gilmore's sanity, Governor Rampton has asked the Utah Board of Pardons to review Gilmore's death sentence at their next meeting. That means the execution cannot take place as scheduled. And this morning, Provo County Attorney Noel Wooten stated, "I've done my job. I asked for it."
Lou, there is no way that this story can miss. Look, if we get Gilmore's okay but no Nicole, we do a scenario of a guy who comes out of prison, struggles with old con habits before killing a man. On the other hand, if we can get the girl but we can't sign Gilmore, then we focus the whole thing completely on Nicole. I mean, here's a study of an adolescent saddled with children who falls in love with a criminal. I am sure of the potentialities. And I want the network to back me in a real way. I want to be able to get in there and deal for this property. Everybody's here. The stamp is on the meat. I'm prepared to offer you a total of $75,000 for all rights, of which Nicole will get a third. In effect, I'm offering Gary $50,000. This is a firm offer, Mr. D'Amico. This is not a bargaining stance. These are the real prices that are available. Other producers eventually may tell you that the property may be worth $10 million. Watch them only offer a small amount now. The likelihood is the big piece will never be seen.
Mr. Susskind called me from New York. He said the difference between him and you is the difference between a high school football team and the Dallas Cowboys.
Mr. Susskind is right. He is equal to the Dallas Cowboys, and in his eyes, they may be just a high school football team. But I'm here, Mr. D'Amico, all suited up, ready to play. Where are the Dallas Cowboys? They're not even in the stadium.
I'm listening.
Mr. Gilmore, your uncle has asked me to serve as your lawyer, but I can't represent this case by myself. There could be a conflict of interest. Suppose you change your mind and want to appeal. Then the movie and book rights to your life story will be worth less when Mr. Samuels gets around to selling them. I don't want to ask myself whether your death will be more profitable to me than your life. So I've asked Mr. Stanger here to represent you on your court appearances.
Okay, let me talk to Samuels.
Warden Smith. Warden Smith. Report to the visiting room.
Who's going to play me in the movie? Well, who'd you have in mind?
Well, there was this guy in that movie, Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia.
That's Warren Oates.
Yeah, Warren Oates. Yeah. I like him. I want him to play me. Put it in the contract.
Warren Oates might not be available. I might not want Warren Oates. You're getting into my part of the business. I have to say no.
Larry, we both know Warren Oates ain't handsome enough to play me.
All right. Who do you really want?
Gary Cooper. I was named after him.
Are you a Hollywood producer? How much is Gilmore being paid? Who do you represent? Has Gilmore spoken to his girlfriend yet? How do you look? Is he told you?
Have you spoken to Gilmore's brother?
Gilmore's family is appealing to say you paid for the rights, Sam.
Who do you represent, Sam?
I was Dennis Bellis Meyer.
Who hired Mr. Woody, Mr. Stank?
I want to apologize for driving you around in a Rolls Royce. It's my boss's.
I don't care about the accommodations. I just want to get to the prison and see my brother. It's been 4 years.
Yeah, well, you will. I succeeded in getting an unrestricted visit. There won't be a glass window between you. Michael, you realize Gary's execution is going to have fatal results for a lot of men on death row everywhere.
Hey, Gilmore, you want to take down this towel?
Well, I'd have to shut out that light. That light's on 24 hours a day.
Now, you know we've got to see you when we make our count. Either you take down the towel or we take your mattress.
Drop dead.
Gilmore, you have a visit. It is your brother. Report to the visiting room.
Michael, you're as damn skinny as ever.
Hey, Uncle Vern.
Can't believe this. I was promised a private visit. Vern's always welcome.
Welcome to Utah, Michael.
Did you bring me that T-shirt?
Don't you dare criticize this. It's a beauty.
My plan, Michael, is to wear this on the execution day.
And then I'm going to auction it off.
Bullet holes, the whole 9 yards. What do you think? You want to be the first one to have a Death Wish t-shirt?
Too big for me.
Well, maybe you'll grow into it.
You really planning to sell these things?
No. No, my baby brother. We have more class than that.
The damn thing came in the mail. Gary. All right. I'll leave you two alone.
The guard says Canfield brought you out here in a Rolls Royce.
It's not important.
Those liberals are idiots, Michael.
I might have to help them.
Who do you think the ACLU is? A bunch of holy men. They're using you so they can get to me, so they can make headlines in New York. That's how they make their money.
Gary, they won't be doing it. I will.
You really appeal against my wishes, violate my privacy.
Gary, save it. I know you too well. Every time you broke into a house when you were a kid, you spoiled it for the people who live there. You violated their privacy. You're an incredibly selfish human being.
Watch it, kiddo.
No. I want to speak. I've always been too frightened of you to say anything, but face it, brother. I may appeal your execution. Maybe I believe your redemption can only be found by your choosing to live.
Very well put, Michael. You don't have to live here. And I do. I've been here so long, there's nothing left in me. When they first sent me to the juvenile home, 2 boys held me down and raped me. Ripped my head apart. 2 years later, I was the one holding down the new kids. On the inside of every wolf, there's a scared little punk looking for revenge. See? No, you don't. I don't want anybody holding me down again. I want to die while I'm still strong. Goodbye. I'll see you in the darkness.
And today, in Washington, D.C., the ACLU filed a motion to appeal the execution of Gary Gilmore. Locally, the Board of Pardons tomorrow will review Gilmore's death sentence.
Imagine that cheap killer getting those. Well, let's go. There you go.
We of the Board of Pardons are meeting here at the request of the governor to review your death sentence. Do you have a statement you'd like to make?
I accepted the sentence that was given to me. I've accepted sentences all my life. I didn't know I had any choice in the matter. And everybody wanted to jump up and argue with me about it. Seems that the people of the state of Utah want to have the death penalty, but they don't want any executions. When it became a reality, well, they started backing off on it. Well, I took them literal and serious when they sentenced me to death. Just like they'd sentence me to 10 years or 30 days in the county jail or something. I thought you were supposed to take them serious. I didn't know it was a joke. In my opinion, you're all acting like a bunch of moral cowards.
Mr. Gilmore, in spite of what you might think of us, we on the Board of Pardons here are not cowards. We will make this decision on the statutes of the state of Utah and not your desires. Is the ACLU lawyer here? Miss Canfield? You've asked to speak.
A criminal defendant who declines legal proceedings which could save his life is choosing to kill himself. The overwhelming majority of psychiatric opinion regards the impulse to suicide as a form of mental illness.
Gary, your execution date's been set for December 6th, a week from now. The Board of Pardons voted 2-1 in your favor.
Mr. Dorius, you have a phone call from the state prison.
The Board of Pardons has given the green light, Earl. Now we've all got to get hopping.
Yeah, well, we certainly don't want the state to look incompetent. We'd better get moving. Where's the Attorney General?
He's out now.
Tell him we have a potential execution on our hands soon.
Is that unusual?
Mary, get the import of what I'm saying. This will be the first execution in America in more than 10 years.
Oh, no, Mr. Dorius. They just called 5 minutes ago from the U.S. Supreme Court. Gilmore's mother just got a stay.
Create new jobs. Jimmy Carter's presidential victory isn't the only news. Today, Gary Gilmore appeared in court and declared, quote, "You sentenced a man to die, and when I accept this most extreme punishment with grace and dignity, you, the people of Utah, want to back down and argue with me about it. You're silly." Those are Gary Gilmore's words. And now to Sandy Miller in Linden, Utah.
Mr. McGrath, Gilmore was working for you.
Yeah, he sure was.
How much did he make?
$3.50 an hour. You know what? There's some weeks I was getting about $15 a week cash right out of my own pocket.
But now I hear you're willing to serve as a member of the firing squad.
I am. If he's so serious about being shot, he's got to learn the laws apply to him, too, and I'm willing to serve.
Thank you.
Don't you misquote me now.
Cut. That's a wrap.
Gary, your mother has put in an appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court that's going to delay your execution.
How long?
Another month or more.
Or did my mother keep out of it?
Flight 874 arriving Portland, Oregon from Salt Lake City via Boise, Idaho.
Bessie! Go away, whoever you are. I won't let you in. It's Vern, Bessie. I've come clear from Provo. I've a message for you from Gary. I haven't seen you in 18 years. I haven't seen you neither. Come on, let me in, Bessie. I'm not presentable. Neither am I. I've got some money for you. It's a gift from Gary. You want to talk to me about the Supreme Court case, don't you? He's your son. Oh, all right. Come on in. Thank you.
This morning, the Supreme Court ruled in your favor. They said you made an intelligent waiver of your rights.
Well, I could have told you the Supreme Court knows I'm intelligent. It's the people of Utah that don't.
Now, the execution is set for the 17th of January.
Good.
It doesn't seem to affect your mood.
Someday you guys are going to realize I'm serious.
Oh, we do, Gary.
Okay, let's get on with Samuel's questions.
Samuels is rough today, I warn you. For instance, here's the first one. You speak of this cold, murderous rage you felt on each of the nights of the killings. Samuels wants to know if that rage couldn't have been vented in sex.
I don't answer questions that pertain to sex. I think they're cheap.
find it easier to talk about murder than sex.
That's your judgment. Next question.
What are some of the evil acts you could not perform?
Well, that's easy. I don't think I could torture anybody.
Isn't forcing somebody to lie down on the ground and shooting him in the back of the head torture?
It's very short torture.
How can any crime be worse than taking a life?
Well, you could alter somebody. You could maim them, blind them, mess them up so bad that
To their lives would be a misery. Now, to me, that's a lot worse than killing. I mean, if you kill somebody, you might be assuming their karmic debts and thereby relieve them of the burden.
So there are crimes you deem worse than murder.
I mean, look what some governments do to their people. I'm talking about the forms of brainwash, like all the forms of behavior modification, like the irreversible forms, like lobotomies and prolixin. I mean, you don't interfere with people's fate, is what I say.
Didn't you interfere with Jensen's and Bushnell's life?
Yeah.
You think you had any right to do that?
No.
Did Jensen resist, or did he show fear?
No, he did not resist. He did not show undue fear. In fact, I was struck by his kind and friendly, smiling face. Next question.
Was the second murder any easier than the first?
I would say it was a little more certain that Mr. Bushnell was going to die.
Why?
Because it was already a fact that Mr. Jenkins had died.
Jensen, Gary, not Jenkins.
Damn. I hate getting his name wrong like that, man. Damn.
Hang in there. Gary, paperboy time.
Thank you.
Jimmy Carter.
Betty Ford.
Body of Mao Zedong lying in state. Secretary of State, Henry Kissinger. And you know who else is right here on this page? Gary Gilmore. No question about it. I'm by now the best known convict in the United States. Father, I'd so much rather be known for my humanitarianism and my intellect. Like Jimmy Carter.
Gary, whatever's fair.
Damn, Nicole. I read things in the paper. They say this evil con with his hypnotic, charismatic personality talked this girl into suicide. Oh, Nicole, I'm not a Charlie Manson. I'm not swaying you to do this. If you want to go on living and raise your children, go ahead, baby, but don't let nobody make love to you. Don't, baby. You're mine. Discipline. Restraint. Oh, baby, I feel so bad right now. I hope I will soon be dead. I want to be free of this planet. Oh, Nicole, I feel such power in our love. Baby, I ask you to love me with all that you are. I don't care what I have to go through, the demons I have to fight, no matter what I have to overcome. Torture, suffering. You can know I love you tenderly and softly.
Dear Gary, I will never do any of the things that tear your heart. I would rather be dead if my eyes ever lie to you in the future to come. I will never cause such pain again. I think of my children and know that I want to be with you. If not in this world, then maybe in the next.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty good.
Did you sleep?
Well, I slept last night.
You've been exercising?
I'm keeping up.
Doing any reading?
Oh, I've read all I'm going to read.
I have some last questions from Samuels. If on your passage you meet a new soul coming to take your place, what advice do you have for him?
The only thing I know about death is that it's going to be familiar. It won't be harsh or unkind, and I don't think it's going to hurt. Of course, it might be all wet.
You know the old saying, The man who says he ain't scared is either a liar or a fool.
I didn't say I wasn't scared, but you could call it a sin to let fear run your life.
Why do you think you're going to have a better life in the next world after committing 2 murders?
Well, you got me at a logical impasse, don't you, man?
You're remarkably composed.
Don't forget that vest, Bob.
What?
The bulletproof vest.
Hello.
I'm representing a well-known writer who has heard that you're one of the 5 people invited by Gilmore to his execution.
That's correct. The warden has agreed to the condemned man's request.
My writer is prepared through his syndicate to pay a solid price for your seat at the execution.
Well, it's not a seat I'll be standing, and it's not for sale.
Are you that dumb that you're going to go to your grave not forgiving me for what I did?
I'll forgive you, yeah. I guess. I don't know. We got different codes of ethics, after all.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel like I ought to say goodbye.
Well, I guess you know that I'm going to the hospital from here. They were operating on me early this evening.
Yeah, I heard. They didn't say what for.
It's my insides. They just got to cut out a couple of knots.
God, Brenda, you sure are a mess.
I love you.
Another nip on your plan.
Hurry up, Jerry. Is that Gilmore's lawyer?
Yeah, that's his uncle with him.
Hey, here he comes.
Mr. D'Amico, do you think Gilmore is repentant of his 2 murders?
Do you think there's going to be another stay?
Has the ACLU spoken to you, McCooney?
Will Gilmore make a statement to the press before the execution?
Is it true that a great many state officials have been invited to the execution? What's Gilmore going to have for his last weekend?
Gary Gilmore is
And when they said a blessing for us too, he says, si, si, tutti frutti, tutti frutti.
Every day I'd watch them years go by, and sometimes I'd hang my head and cry, 'cause I always wanted me one that was long and fly. One day I'd devise myself a plan that would be the end of those big rats. I'd stick it out there in the lunchbox in my hand. Now get me gone, So just look through the sunset.
That's my favorite.
This execution is a brutalizing horror and a dangerous precedent. Who can justify it? This is judicial homicide.
Your Honor, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that Mr. Gilmore has intelligently waived his right to appeal. That should remove any doubt in the mind of the court. Now, the state asks that Mrs. Canfield's request for stay be denied.
It is true. Mr. Gilmore did say, I do not want to appeal. But that does not release the state of Utah from undertaking a mandatory review of this case. Right now, we don't know whether the Utah death penalty statute is or is not in contravention to the U.S. Constitution, since it hasn't been examined by the U.S. Supreme Court. In addition, public funds are being spent for the purpose of executing Gary Gilmore. Unlawfully spent.
The Utah death penalty statute has not been held unconstitutional by any court. And
if I may, Your Honor, Miss Canfield is attempting to stop an execution, not the wrongful expenditures of taxpayers' funds.
Thank you, Mr. Dorius.
Hello?
Hello, this is your last opportunity to ask questions.
All right, I'd like to ask a couple of new things.
Okay, you just don't try to x-ray me publicly, okay?
Look, I have to. You want me to tell the story of your life properly, don't you?
Without fear or favor, you know. You let the audience decide.
All right, well, then I need to know a little more about you.
Okay, you ask them.
Okay. Will you talk about Nicole?
Depends on what you want to know.
If you could have a last conversation, what would you tell her?
I might ask her to still join me.
If you really loved her, maybe you'd ask her to find the man that might give her children a better life.
I'm not going to answer that.
All right, let's go.
Is there anything about your relationship with your mother that even at the moment of death you'd rather not talk about?
Spell it out.
Well, did your mother resent you when you were small? I mean, did she fail to love you enough to protect you?
Larry, listen very carefully. I want you to get a hold of John Cameron Swayze. And I want you to tell him to come up here and bring a Timex wristwatch for me. And after they fire, John Cameron can come out wearing a stethoscope, see, and he can put it on my heart, and he can say, well, that stopped, and then he can put it on this Timex wristwatch, and he can say, she's still ticking, folks.
Gary, you're evading the answer, Gary.
Well, listen, man, you talk about your mother, not mine.
I mean, damn it, I'm getting mad here.
She did the very absolute best she could, man. She was always there. We always had something to eat, somebody to tuck us in.
You really love her, man?
Damn it, yes.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, who's this?
This is the warden. Well, this is Mr. Gilmore, and I'm making a telephone call that Mr. Fagan approved. Thank you. Pardon me.
All right, look, you got into trouble. You had a temper, but what I still don't understand is...
What goes on in a person's mind who decides to kill?
Well, listen. One time, I was just a kid out fooling around. I seen these two guys walk out of a bar. I mean, I was just a youngster, man, 19. So I said, hey, you guys want to go see some girls? And they got in my car. This is a true story. Strange. I drove them down this pitch black road, man. That's the way I remember it. I reached under the seat, and I got this baseball bat or a lead pipe I always kept. See? I reached under the seat.
Hey, Gary?
Just a minute.
Gary, Judge Ritter just granted the ACLU a stay. Something about using federal funds to execute you. Bureaucrats. The damn bureaucrats.
Lieutenant Fagan just told me it's illegal to shoot me with the taxpayers' money.
What?
Yeah, the foul bureaucrats. Yeah, it's a taxpayer suit. I mean, I'll pay for it myself. I'll buy the damn bullets. I'll buy the rifles. I'll pay the riflemen. I mean, why not? I just want it to be over.
I want it to be over.
You got a right for it to be over.
an inalienable right. Gary, listen, maybe you weren't meant to die. Maybe, there are other things to do. Maybe the suffering that you're doing... You're not even listening to me, are you?
Damn.
Gary, the guard said that the Attorney General's office is flying to the 10th Circuit Court in Denver right now to get Judge Ritter's decision overturned before sunrise.
I want some speed, man. My speed's wearing off.
Gary, I can only give you that stuff if you're going to be executed. Right now there's a stay. The prison said to stop it.
I think Denver will vacate Ritter's stay.
I'm worried we're going to be too late. Judge Bullock set sunrise for the execution at 7:45 a.m.
Sunrise is a real frontier flavor, but I don't think it's procedurally operative. I'm going with the opinion that the execution will still be legal if it takes place even after the specified minute. So as soon as we land, notify the warden. Tell him to do his best to hold the original schedule and call Judge Bullock.
Next time you go out for some fresh air, I want you to give me the key to the locker that's holding the good clothes you brought to wear to the execution.
What, Gary, do you have in mind?
These guards are so sleepy they won't even look. If I put your clothes on, they might think I'm you. They might let me out the double gate. Once I got past the outside door, man, I could make a run for it. I'd climb that fence, flip over the barbed wire at the top. The wire put a few holes in me, but that's nothing. I just drop to the other side.
You drop 14 feet and start running?
Yeah, I got good knees. Just let me through that double gate. I'm gone. I make it to Canada. Nicole could join me here. She could join me.
Gary, I thought you were ready for tomorrow.
I am. I'm even more ready for a little freedom.
I can't see how I can say yes, Gary.
Burton, you're the only one that's got the guts to help me. They'll never pin it on you. I could have stole that key out of your pocket.
They shoot you tomorrow, Gary. I'll feel some love for your memory. Because you'll be taking your punishment. And you deserve it.
Maybe I do and maybe I don't.
You do. Or you could escape. It could be quite a case. I might even laugh. I'll still think of you as a killer dog. You don't respect how hard life is.
Okay, Burton. We'll see. You get ready for the execution. They won't stop it. You know that. You get another bottle?
If they want to shoot me, let them. The same kind of guts Gary has.
Blood they have shed like water around Jerusalem, and there is none to bury them. We have become a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and disdain to those around us. The shame that falls upon Utah tonight will not soon be forgotten. it will live with the weight of remorse upon our children. They will have to carry the burden of this disgraceful execution.
Say, Al, the warden wants us to proceed as though the execution is on. So, everyone, you'll all have to say goodbye to Gary Gilmore now.
Have you heard from Denver?
No, there's no word, but if they do overturn Ritter, we don't want to be caught sitting on our hands. Okay?
You've been really great. Do you know that?
What am I supposed to say?
So long, Gary.
So long, Gary. Good luck.
You're all right, man. Really. Bob? Uncle Burn.
They overturned Ritter. It's on. It's on. Hey, it's on.
It's on? Oh, wait a minute. Hey, you guys! Get up, it's on!
It's on.
All right, come on, it's on!
What's that?
Okay.
Over there?
I got it.
Where are we getting this from?
Leave it on, please.
Sure you want me to leave this on?
Yes.
Stand over here. this.
Gary wants to speak to you.
Come on, Vern, I'll give you a go. Gary, I could pull you right out of that chair.
Would you? Having been found guilty of the crime of criminal homicide, murder in the first degree by a jury of his peers, and the defendant having been given the election to determine the mode of death as provided in Section 77-36-16 of the Utah Code, annotated 1953, as amended, and he having elected to be put to death by shooting, the warden of the Utah State Prison is hereby ordered to execute said judgment of death on the 17th day of January, 1977. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
Let's do it.
O depart, O Christian soul, out of this sinful world. In the name of God the Father Almighty, who from nothing created thee. In the name of his Son, Jesus Christ our Lord, who suffered and died on the cross for thee. In the name of God the Holy Spirit, who sanctified thee. Let peace be your abode. We send you forth with a blessing. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Dominus vobiscum.
Et cum spiritu tuo.
ready to leave now.
I'm riding the big blue ball. I never did dream I would fall. But even the day that I do, I'll jump off and smile back at you. We don't even know where we are. They tell us we're circling the stars. Well, I'll take their word, for I don't know. But I'm busy, so maybe that's so.
This is Robert. Let's go.
left Kentucky back in 49. Went to Detroit working on assembly lines. First year they had me putting wheels on the Cadillac. Every day I'd watch them beauties roll by.
Why'd you tell Bernie to go out with me?
That's simple. You need a friend. And I need a new friend. Seem to be getting no place with my old friends.
Do you normally do this? Just drive around like this?
It relaxes me.
It don't bother you, me being here?
Not the least.
Will you go to a motel with me?
No. I am here to be your friend. If the other is what you want, you better look someplace else.
Well, I'm sorry. I haven't been around girls very much, you know.
You can't have it all in 5 minutes, Gary. You have to earn it, bit by bit.
Yeah, well, you know, you've had it real easy, you know?
Listen, I work hard. I've worked super hard to have my home and my car and my colored TV.
I don't want to hear any more of that.
Well, you're going to. You want to hit me. Don't you?
Can I hug you?
Don't rush so, Gary. You got time.
You're not going to see me again, are you?
I'm sorry I messed it up. Vern will probably be disappointed in me.
You were too forceful, Gary. You don't have to try everything on your first date.
Las Vegas tomorrow?
I open tomorrow night, Friday. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. We do 2 shows Friday, 2 Saturday, and I do 1 show on Sunday. Come back here.
There you go, sweetheart. Wait a minute. You can't open like that. You got to have jacks or better to open in this damn game.
Gary, it ain't Jackson better. We're playing stud poker.
No. The true rules of stud poker is passed from jailhouse to jailhouse. Get your hand out of there.
Hey, Gary, why don't you and me go chase down some girls?
It's the best offer I had since Christmas.
Yeah, Sterling tells me you're the most hard-up guy you ever met.
Yeah, half of my life I've been looking at pictures of naked women in Playboy magazine. You bet I'm hard up. You know how good looking you are. You're sensational. I mean, too much. Are you married? Now, don't break my heart and say you're married. You vaccinated? Good motel, huh? Sure. Okay, all right, we'll follow you then. Chase him down, man. Chase him down. Come on. No, come on. Let's see if you can prove as good as you say you are.
Hey, you gotta come up on him slow, Gary, not chase him out of the water.
All right, let's see if you can deliver, man.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm not dangerous. You can tell by looking at my face. Face like mine, I'm barely good for raising rabbits. Well, why don't you pull over?
Around on 5th.
Right, pull over. Go on, man. Go get him. Go on.
Hi, what do you call yourself?
Well, my name's Gary Gilmore. I'm going to come right out and I'm going to ask you for it. It's been a long time and I'd like to have some right now.
No, I don't believe you're only 16. You look like you're going on 27. Really?
You know, you ought to do something about that guy you got along. We're leaving.
Is your car fast?
Yeah.
Can I drive it?
Take it easy. Keep cool, man. Who's this Luann chick, anyway?
That's the name of a boss redhead I happen to know. Luann! Luann!
You've gone to bed.
Well, tell her Gary's here. She'll get up.
She says it's too late. Go away.
All right, that does it.
We'll tip her car, man.
I got a call from Luann this morning.
She's too frigid for me, Vern.
A windshield got smashed last night.
Oh, that's terrible.
Gary, if I believed you had anything to do with it, I'd ask you to leave this house right now.
Well, Vern, last night I did get drunk. But I never touched her car.
I'm glad to hear that.
I guess you think I gobble like a pig kind of quick.
I notice you eat fast.
You see, in prison, you get 15 minutes to get your food, sit down, eat it, and get out of there. Otherwise, you don't eat.
But you managed.
Yeah.
Well, now, why don't you take a little more time?
You're a pretty strong fella, aren't you, Vern? You want to arm wrestle?
Go ahead, Vern. Arm wrestler.
Yeah, come on, Vern. Don't you think you can take me?
Whatever you want to say, Uncle, quit. If you don't, I'm going to drive your hand right out of these toothpicks. Quit!
Would you really have stuck me with those things? You're okay, Vern?
Up to a point.
Gary, do you know that Vern created that job so the parole board would pass you?
You figured you could use a couple of weeks to unwind with someone you wouldn't have to regard as the boss.
So, maybe the moment has come to be thinking about getting a real job, Gary.
I don't think I'm ready for that.
Gary, Mother and Dad haven't had anybody living in their house since my first marriage. It's been 20 years. Now, they love you, but I'm going to be frank with you. You're getting on their nerves.
There was one guy offered me $1.50 an hour. I told him I didn't need minimum wages, you know. He said, let's face it, you're an ex-con.
Oh, now, Gary, that is not fair. You do the work, you should be paid the money. Now, your experience isn't very applicable for us, but you do impress me as being intelligent. I believe I can find a place for you with us at $3.50 an hour.
That's real decent wages, Spencer.
Hours are 8 to 5. Gary! You're running that drill in reverse?
Didn't know it had a reverse.
I'm sorry I'm late.
It's the first time, Gary. It's no big deal.
I couldn't hitch a ride. I had to walk it.
You walked the 7 miles and drove them?
Yeah.
You been doing that every day?
Yeah, I've been trying real hard, Spence. I ain't learned how to fly yet.
Hey, you all right, Gary. You know that? You got the makings of right good stuff in you. Tell you what, you stick around after work tonight. I'm gonna make sure you get a ride home.
Now, this car's tagged at $7.95, but I need space, Spence, so I'll move for you for $5.50.
That sounds reasonable, Beth. Well, look here, Gary's only taking home $95 a week after taxes.
Uh-huh.
If I put in the first 50, you carry him for the rest, $25 a week, okay?
That sounds functional.
Too many roads, I've been up and down too many nights, days and one more round too many times. Done kicked my body down and I don't know if I can get it up to get it on again. Too many ends, outs and round too many times. I done kicked my body down. I don't know if I can get it up to get it on.
Brenda, will you always tell me the truth?
Better believe it, buddy.
How come you're taking a chance on a man that spent half his life in the can?
Gary, I've been married 4 times. First time when I was 15. Couldn't live without the guy, right? After 2 months, I couldn't live with him. And I guess I've sort of been in prison ever since, you know? In my way. So, get it straight. The reason I want you out is... well, let's just say I got a real soft spot for you.
Okay, Brenda, I think I understand.
Yeah.
How's Vern?
How long has it been since you've seen him?
25 years.
Well, he's a lot older, Gary. Hey, Daddy. Well, here's your prize nephew. Ready to start work.
Hey, Vern.
Gary. I wish I could walk you around this little town and show it to you, but my knee's gone. Osteoarthritis. Of course, everybody has their sad story. Yours must be an empty wallet.
Oh, Vern, I can't pay that back.
When you can. Just call it in advance.
I'll get some jogging shoes.
Anything you can't drink. I really appreciate this. Now I can get my truck in here and the car.
That's right, boss. I'm an expert at bounding rocks.
Vern, is it okay if I go get a drink of water?
It's your home now, Gary. You don't have to ask permission.
I want you to know something, Vern. It really means a lot to me to be here.
Come and go as you want. Within reason.
Gary, your mom was my favorite big sister. Oh, she was so elegant. I used to study how to dress just by looking at her ways.
She can't hardly move around her trailer house now with arthritis.
It'd be nice if I could improve things in her life. Sure be nice to go up to Portland and see her.
Yes, it would.
Here, Gary, let me give you a hand.
Yes, Sterling. Oh, yeah.
It's a rush job, Gary. I'll do it myself.
Vern, I feel useless.
Well, you can't learn everything immediately. Yes, Mrs. Mann?
Vern, I really need those shoes. I just wondered when I could have them.
I'll get them for you. Don't you worry.
Hi, Sterling.
Look at that, man. I haven't seen nothing like that in 12 solid years. Mama! Shake it! Oh, man.
Take your shoes. What do you think of my nephew?
He's a nice fellow, Vern. Get so you can hear him breathe.
I didn't always have red hair. It used to be an ash blonde before my divorce, and then it was a little brown, but it's just yuck. Settled on red because it suits my temperament. Being a redhead is being me. Well, you haven't been to the bar lately, have you, Gary?
No?
Let's play the jukebox.
You make the selection.
Okay.
Hey. How you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
You look nice tonight.
Now that my old lady's left me, I'm a hell of an attraction to you girls.
Well, thank you. Hey. I know you.
How do you know me?
I know you. From some other life or some damn thing.
Stop giving your face. I told you not to do that. Mama, he's real nice.
This little girl could wind up in reform school.
Maybe I'm the kind of mother that does that to her children.
Oh, hey, I was only wanting to talk to you. I just want to count all the freckles on you. Of course, you can't count the freckles on an elf. Let's go get some beer.
I can't. I have to take my kids home.
Your girlfriend ain't ready to leave here yet.
Go with him. I'll tend the kids.
This banana's for your kids, by the way.
Thank you.
Can I kiss you?
Yeah.
All right, Sue. I've had it.
Mommy.
Nicole!
Mommy.
I want to go home now. Nicole!
Okay. Hi, Sunny Bunny. Come here, Sunny Bunny.
Okay, Sunny Bunny. Hi, Mommy.
Hi.
Sue's been fighting with Sterling.
Hi. Did you have a good time when you were with Sue?
What's your phone number?
Sue, you all right?
You know, I'd really like to have your phone number.
I can't give it to you.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. You're going to drive away from here, and I'll never see you again.
I don't have a phone. We're going to take Sue. We're here, Jeremy.
This is us.
Bye, Sue.
Say goodnight, Sue.
Here we go.
Nicole? You want me to keep your kids tonight?
Mama, can I stay with Sue?
You want to sleep here? That would be fun. Son, you be good and do what Sue tells you. Bye-bye, Sunny Bunny. I love you. Bye-bye, Jeremy. You be a good boy, okay? Bye. Love you. State sent me to school for a week, so I'll learn how to use a power sewing machine. But as soon as I got the hang of it, they put me on another one. And your machine screws up when you least expect it.
I never let them put me in no shop.
You put in time?
Half my life.
You another loser?
Oh, I figure I'm paying off my karma.
I heard that word. Is it like reincarnation?
Yeah, right. See, after you die, your soul comes right back to Earth. And it's reborn in a new body. And you're supposed to pay for what you did wrong in your last life. That's the only thing that makes any sense. You have to face yourself. That's the whole point of living. If you don't, your burden's going to grow.
I have thoughts like this all the time. But I never knew you could have a conversation about them.
Hey, I think I'm gonna crash for a while. Good night.
Good night. I don't want to just jump in bed with you. I want to make love to you.
You know, I had to sleep with a fellow instead of hurting his...
Open up the line to the hospital.
29.
R23, close off University at BYU. Close off the on-ramp at the interstate. I want every room checked. Find out if there's anyone else who saw what happened. All right, check around for... Here's the bag. Okay, let's get some CPR going, guys. All right. 2. Somebody call 3, and get another unit. 4. We're all right.
5. Gary did it. What do you know? Did you see him do it? No. How do you know I didn't do it? Vern, there was blood all over his hand. Officer, listen. This guy left blood all over my gas station. I caught his license. He's driving a white truck. Bill, it's possible my nephew Gary Gilmore had something to do with this. You better check it out.
I think Gary did it.
Yeah.
Somebody shot that nice man, Mr. Bushnell, next door. They seen Gary running away. He'll come to you. He always does.
Yeah, right. He always did come to me.
Come on, Brenda. What are you nervous for?
What do you mean, what am I nervous for? I haven't seen the man since childhood. Now, would you please hurry up?
I'm not about to get a ticket.
Attention please. Flight 432 arriving Salt Lake City from Los Angeles via Las Vegas.
There he is! There he is!
I tuck in my shirt tail.
Who gives a shit about your shirt tail? Woohoo! Oh, yay, you're tall.
What'd you expect, midget?
No, I'm just glad you're tall.
Hey, cousin, good to see you.
Oh, sorry, this is my husband, Johnny.
Was that everything? That's it. That's all I have. Well, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Tired?
A little bit. I'm happy.
They kept giving us these little tiny bottles of liquor on the airplane.
Well, I guess you're entitled to be a little schnockered.
They did.
This time, you want me to come back. It's up to you. But remember, I won't allow the things you used to do. You're gonna have to toe the marks and walk the line.
I feel like going jogging.
Oh, man, you got to be nuts tired as you are.
I'm out. I'm really out.
You know, Gary, I can't look into your eyes without feeling full of sadness.
Oh, yeah? Well, don't be too sure about that.
Well, hey. You're a real criminal, aren't you?
Oh, cousin, it's just that I like you a lot, that's all.
Harry, I know what you're saying. Believe me. Don't you dare mess up. Understand?